What's cracking, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Prince. And we're returning to the large and chronological compilation provided by Chris. Big thank you as always, as well as to Stan and others who've been part of this Prince deep dive. The next tune in the playlist is from 1982, and it's Lady Cab Driver. It's certainly a very specific reference. It is a visual reference, but also maybe a bit contextual. I don't know what to expect because it is just identifying a character, probably one of a few, or at least a couple, in the song, but I would not be surprised if the narrator, Prince's character, is involved in one way or on one level or another with said Lady Cab Driver. So let's see what it is in practice, or at least what I can pick up on a first hearing. This is Prince. The song is Lady Cab Driver, and it's from 1982.
This is for politicians who are bored and believe in war. And this one, yeah, that's for me, that's who that one's for. This is for discrimination and egotists who think supreme. And this is for whoever taught you how to kiss and design a gene. That one's for where you have to live. This one's for the rich, not all of them, just the greedy, the ones that don't know how to give. This one's for Yosemite Sam and the tourists at Disneyland. And this one, oh yeah, that's the one. That's for the creator of man. This is for the sun, the stars, the tourists at Disneyland. This is for the ocean, the sea, the shore. This is for This is for the women, so beautifully complex. This one's for love, without sense. This is for the wind that blows, no matter how fast or slow. Not knowing where I'm going, this galaxy's better. Not having a place to go. Now I know.
Well, by the beach. Oof. So you're accomplishing what you think you are, a person honking the horn. That's awesome, and so much to say about it. Where do I start? Okay, so I enjoy the world sounds that we hear, and not right at the beginning, but soon we hear sounds of the street, and I'm thinking of an urban environment, like be it, Detroit or somewhere, big city, Midwest, which I guess is just because, like, I know that is his locale, or that was his nexus, his geographical nexus. But whether it's, New York or somewhere else, definitely we get the street vibes of a big city. Eventually we heard what I think was like seabirds, and like it sounded like the waves, so it felt like, we're out somewhere coastal, which I guess maybe suggests that, it's not necessarily a place like Detroit, although either way, the point is there's sounds along the way that give some audio cues as to the environment. But, okay, so it is, as I expected, the narrator getting involved with a lady cab driver, but maybe in more ways than I expected. Now, there's definitely a sexual, intimate component, and the middle section of the track is, I think, them having sex and Prince's character, I mean, seemingly like, I don't mean to be crude here, but like, it's like every thrust is given for a different reason, and it's in some ways like him cathartically getting off of his chest everything that relates to his feelings in the opening part of the tune. So I guess I'll jump back to that. It's like when he gets in the cab, it's like he's looking for refuge and solace. It doesn't really matter where he's going because he doesn't even really know where he's been, but there's trouble blowing and he's feeling, I think, scared or intimidated, and it's like he wants a confidant, a shrink or a psychologist, a friend, protection from the outside world, and an intimate connection. So it's like at first he's kind of like, again, seeking refuge in her cab, and we could go anywhere, just go, like, anywhere is fine. Let's go see your mansion, which made me laugh, because like, cab driver, is that person gonna, own a mansion? I don't know, but it could not be necessarily hers, but just, let's go here, let's go there, take me down by the shore, take me to, downtown, anywhere, just, I need to think these things through. And eventually, again, in what I think is sort of the sex scene of the song, he's saying, this is for the, the politicians that don't care, and this is for, your 70s hair, and this is for, people that act this way or say this. And it's like he's addressing societal issues and political issues and cultural issues, but then also bringing it down to the interpersonal level. And, I don't know how far you can interpret the vocalization she's making. On some level, it sounds passionate and like she's enjoying it, but there were a couple moments along the way where it felt like maybe, he's getting out his pent-up feelings in a way that is, like, at the very least intense. So, yeah, I don't quite know how to interpret that middle section beyond, again, it feels like, and I mean, at one point he even, I think, says, like, here's one for all the women that are complex, and then here's one for sex, essentially. So, yeah, the context of that, generally speaking, I think comes across, but I don't know how to read the subtleties of that scene. And then it's like at the end, I think maybe he's out of the cab and he's back on this street environment, and maybe it's like he's back where he started, or nothing has really changed except, he had a connection. And again, like, because it seems like at the beginning he's looking for a confidant, a shrink, someone to take him in and just to, take him around and make him feel like, there's a purpose or there's a place where he can be safe and make a connection. It feels like maybe he didn't go anywhere, but he got some of what he was looking for. He certainly got off, he blew off some steam, which, again, I think you could read that on different levels. So a really fascinating tune, but the funk, the guitar, which, at times was very rocking and intense, but the funk groove, the sections where it's really stripped down and then it gets a bit fuller again, the drums, which are sort of cycling and flourishing and flaring along the way. Indeed, number one, I feel like this is presaging a bit what I've heard on his Purple Rain soundtrack album. Number two, you could play this with no vocals at all, and obviously the vocals and the storytelling here is a huge part of the track, but you could take them all out. You could play like a minute of this, 30 seconds of this for me, and I feel like now I know Prince's music well enough to the point where I be like, this is a Prince song. Like, surely this is a Prince song. So, yeah, again, even without his telltale and characteristic vocals and storytelling, this is identifiably a Prince song. So, yeah, a really fascinating one. That's got to be long. Like 7, 8, 9 minutes? Yeah, more than 8, so definitely a longer tune. Definitely one for that reason, because it's long and because of that middle section, I don't think you could ever play on the radio without, maybe getting some angry calls and complaints from people who, are not okay talking about those things or hearing those things. So, yeah, I doubt this is one that was like a radio banger, but definitely a very immersive tune on multiple levels. So, once again, big thank you to Chris and to Stan and to Tracy and all the folks who've been part of this deep dive. Let me know what you think of this one, and I'll see you next time. Peace.